Hey guys, Pastor Wade here. Good morning. Whew. Welcome to Wade a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I am sharing them with you. It is 8:37-ish. Been up a long time, like yesterday. I get up early every other week. I get up early every day. But anyways, most of you get up way earlier than me, so I don't know why I'm complaining. Anywho, I had something to share with you this morning. I don't always make Wait a Minute videos every single day, but this is it's really, I don't know, it just came to me and it was interesting because I hadn't thought of it that way. But in yesterday's video I talked about homeless people, and I talked about bringing water to some people on the street, and that's all they asked for was water, okay, for the most part. And so I was thinking about that, and I started thinking, I did bring them water, and but they didn't just need water, they needed living water. And their lives will never get better. I mean, it might get better physically, as in, like, might find a home or whatever, but their lives will never be better. They'll never be whole until they get living water. And it's like, in the Bible, it talks about living water, and it talks about, the water I give you, is life, basically. And I wanted to bring living water. And when I think about it now, I'm thinking, it's okay, just on a normal person, human type basis, it feels good to do something for somebody, right? Well, it feels good to bring somebody water, but I want to do more than feel good. I want, when I see people, when I talk to people and bring people stuff and whatever, whatever I'm doing, I want to bring them living water. I want their lives to change forever. And I was thinking about these people, they were homeless and they had nothing. They were in a spot, and they didn't have jugs of water or whatever else. They weren't camping. They were surviving in a tent or whatever. Well, I mean, a couple was in a tent, the other one was on the ground. But they had nothing. They didn't have stores of water sitting around. They were thirsty. And they were thirsty. You get what I'm saying? To be thirsty and then to be thirsty is two different things. I don't get thirsty a lot because I don't do a lot. Like I don't I'm disabled and retired. How about that? That's a lot. I'm not really retired. I don't know why I say that. But since I've been disabled, I don't work a regular job other than and being pastor. So I don't get the kind of thirsty that people who work really hard gets. Okay, but when you get thirsty and you really, really, really want to drink, most people, you don't want pop. You're really thirsty. You want water. It's not that you wouldn't drink pop, or not like that wouldn't taste good, because a lot of people like a nice ice cold Pepsi when they're hot and thirsty. I do. It doesn't quench my thirst though. The One of the people that I just met on the sidewalk was drinking milk, and I'm thinking, I like milk, but oh man, that's not a thirst quencher. That makes me thirsty to drink milk, and I'm thinking, of course I'll bring you water. Of course I will. And then it started making me think about what I'm talking about, living water. When you're so thirsty that you're willing to drink whatever comes along, you're thirsty. And when you drink that thing and it doesn't quench your thirst, it's because you need living water. It's because you're not getting what you really need. You're getting the things of life. You're getting, sex. You're getting money. You're getting all these little things that life offers that's imitation stuff. It's not real. It's not quenching your thirst. It's sometimes even causing you to thirst more. The things of this life, not everything is evil. But a lot of the things in this life we make our God, and therefore it's not God. It's a God, but it's not the God. And that's a thirst that isn't being quenched. You're you're filling your mouth with the things of the world that aren't going to quench your thirst. It might taste good for the moment, but it doesn't quench your thirst. You are thirsty. You are so thirsty. But you're drinking milk, or you're drinking pop, or you're not quenching your thirst. You're drinking an imitation quench that isn't really quenching anything. So my thought is, I'm gonna go see somebody today in a few minutes that is one of the homeless people that I met the other night. And I'm hoping and praying that God will bless the moment, and that he will see Jesus, and that I can offer something that will be living water that will help quench his thirst. I don't know his life. I don't know, everything about him. I know some things, but I pray and hope that what I say maybe will help lead him to living water, and that he will experience a life in Jesus that he's never experienced before. Like I said, I don't know his life. I don't know what he's experienced in the past, but I know he needs Jesus today. So, guys, think about what I'm saying, okay? It's not just like Christians offering living water to other people. I get it. That's cool. That's a message. But it's not just that. I'm talking to people that aren't Christians as well. I know you're thirsty. I know you're brokenhearted. I know you've had a lot of things happen to you. I know it's a struggle to live. And I know the things that you're doing are not quenching your thirst. I know that, whether you want to admit it or not, I know that there are things that you're trying to do to try to make yourself happy, to try to be what you want to be, and survive this life. But I'm telling you, you don't have to just survive. You don't have to just exist in this life thirsty. You don't have to, all these things are imitation. They're not made to quench your thirst. They're people have created things for you to drink that taste good, but it's not quenching your thirst. In fact, some of them, they know it's going to make you thirsty for more of their drink, and you're going to drink it and drink it and drink it. I mean, I've got a favorite drink right now that I have one with me almost all the time. I like it, but it doesn't quench my thirst. I still need to drink water, and if I don't drink water, my body starts responding too. I need living water to survive, to live a happy, healthy life. I need that. I know you're thirsty, guys. I know it. I can see it. I can respect and honor and whatever where you're at and what you're going through. But please listen when I say you need Jesus. You need living water. And there's nothing that I can offer that's any better than. I mean, I can give you a cheap imitation. I can bring you, smart water even. And I can get you the good stuff. But that will quench your thirst here for a minute. But I can bring you living water that will quench your thirst forever. That will be a constant life-giving flow. And that's what we need. So if you're one of those people that's out there and you're thirsty, Christian, non-Christian alike, it doesn't matter, but especially to the non-Christians today, if you're thirsty, I can offer you living water. I don't mean it comes from me, but I can introduce you to it. I can help you receive it. Other people can, Christians, and Christians, if you know people that are thirsty, bring them living water. Talk to them, show them, help them quench their thirst, because people are thirsty. This is 2025. This is October 2025. People are thirsty. The world is changing. There is revival in the land, and there's people that don't know what to do about it. They feel it. They know it's happening, but they're thirsty. They're so thirsty. Help quench that thirst. Guys, it's available. If you need to talk to me, you know how to get a hold of me. I love you. I pray that God would bless you and that God would quench your thirst.